What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. Today's video is, well, quite honestly, I don't know what it's going to be. I kind of got this idea of just going through my fridge, going through my pantry, finding items in my pantry and in my fridge, and trying to see if I could throw something together. I've always felt like I could cook anything, and we're gonna see. We're gonna put my skills to the test. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't know what I'm making. This may be a huge disaster, but if anything, it should be fun. Um, I know I have some chicken in there, but outside of that, I don't know what I have. So I'm just gonna kind of go through my fridge, clean it out, and we're gonna see if we could put something together for dinner. This should be fun. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. Let's hope it's good. Let's get started. All right, I think I figured out what I'm gonna try to make. So I know I had some chicken. I've got some rice. I found this can of diced tomatoes. It's basil, garlic, and oregano flavored tomato. I've got some garlic. I found an onion. So I think I'm gonna make some arroz con pollo, or chicken and rice, and some corn on the side. So let's see how this turns out. First thing I'm gonna do is get this garlic minced up and half of the onion diced up. All right, so we're gonna take some oil. Just put a couple of, about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons of oil in a pan. And I'm gonna take my chicken. And we're gonna add the chicken to the pan. And what I'm doing is, I simply just wanna kinda get a little bit of texture on the outside of this chicken. And you can season your chicken however you like. I'm using It's Incredible on my chicken. So I just got, got some on the skin. We're gonna put the skin side down. Same with that one. Again, I'm using bone in, skin on chicken thighs because that's what I have. That's all I have. And then we're going to season the bottom. Now we're not going to cook this all the way. One, I just kind of want to get some crust on the outside, and two, I want to make sure that that the chicken does get cooked throughout the entire cook. I know we're going to let it simmer in the chicken broth or in the liquid for a while, but this is also just going to kind of start that cooking process and help ensure that it gets done in time. So I'm just going to fry it on each side for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to pull these off. All right, so the chicken is fried on both sides for a few minutes, and I pulled those off, and you still have all this goodness here from that seasoning. So what I'm going to do next is take that onion that I diced up. We're going to add that. Let's just get that sauteed a little bit. Oh, that smells good already. That It's Incredible. Once that onion hit it, holy cow. I think that It's Incredible is going to add some really good flavor to this arroz con pollo. We'll see. So we're going to let these saute for just a couple of minutes. All right, these onions have been sauteing for about a minute. We're going to take that garlic and add that in there. If you don't have garlic, just use garlic powder. Now I will tell you this Arroz Con Pollo recipe. I've made this before, and the recipe that I'm making tonight, or the way that I'm cooking it tonight, is not my quote-unquote traditional way of doing it. This is the first time that I've done it this way, so I just wanted to mention that. Oh man, you can smell that garlic. Now what I did already is I didn't have any chicken broth, so I had to improvise. And what I've done is I'm going to use 1 cup of rice. So with 1 cup of rice, you want to use 2 cups of liquid. I would have used chicken broth, but since I didn't have any, I used some of this chicken bouillon, and I added it to 2 cups of water to kind of make a little chicken broth. And we'll see how that works out. So here's that bouillon, chicken bouillon that I added to the water. And actually what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that this is seasoned up really well. So I'm going to just add some salt and pepper to this. Instead of adding it to the rice later. So got that in there. Just going to mix that up. I'm going to take my rice. I do like to brown my rice traditionally a little bit. So I've got 1 cup of rice that I'm going to add to the mix. And we're just going to brown this up a little bit. I would not leave the rice unattended because you don't want it to burn, but you do want it to get a little bit of toastiness to it. So it's also going to soak up the rest of this oil. So we're just going to keep stirring this around until it browns up just a bit. All right, this has been cooking down for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Man, this this smells amazing. Definitely pick up that garlic. So I showed you earlier, or I mentioned earlier that I found a can of diced tomatoes. Now this is a 28-ounce can, and that's going to be way too much. So I'm not going to use all of it. We're just going to pour that in here. About half of it. And then I'm going to take that chicken broth that I made and start adding that as well. So that's 2 cups of liquid to 1 cup of rice. Normally I would use a can of tomato sauce when making like Spanish rice, but all I had was that can of diced tomatoes, so we're going to see how that works. And I do have this on a medium to low heat. And the last thing we're going to do is add that chicken back into the mix. So we'll just take these chickens, put them right back in there. And we're just going to put a lid on this, let it simmer for, well, I'm not sure how long it's going to take until this liquid evaporates. I'm reckoning about 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it turns out a winner chicken dinner. Get that rice off of there. I was just trying to put the liquid, not the rice. I want to make sure that rice cooks. So that's it. I'm gonna get it lidded up, and we'll pick back up when it's done. All right, this has been going for just over 45 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, yeah, buddy. The liquid. Yeah, the liquid is gone. This is done. Oh, I got to. I just got to. That's good. Yeah, buddy. Let's get some of this plated up. All right, so here I've got a plate of the Arroz Con Pollo plated up, minus the corn, but this was the main part of the dish, so I just didn't put the corn on yet, but that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Let's give it a taste. All right, let's give this Arroz Con Pollo a taste. Got some of the chicken, some of the rice. Let's see what it tastes like. That's good. I think you're gonna like this, baby. Holy cow. I told you before that I've made this before. It's never been this good. Wow. I think the secret, honestly, is it's incredible. I definitely am picking this up. Holy cow. The rice is, I don't think I've ever cooked rice this perfect, but the rice is cooked perfect. Holy cow. Oh man, I could just eat the rice by itself. Frying that chicken in the pan by itself first, and when I got that, all that crust in that pan, that when I added the onions, that seasoning from this incredible, great way to go. This is good. This is without doubt the best arroz con pollo I've ever made. It's good. I told you at the beginning that I didn't know if this was going to be a huge failure or what, but that it would be fun and hopefully it would be good. Without a doubt, it's damn good. I'm going to eat. Thank you guys for watching. Holy cow, this is good. It's damn good. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Take care.